4th of July right here. It is the top of the hour, 10 p.m. Eastern on my corner of YouTube land. I see that it's up, it's going, it's running, and what am I doing right here, right now is, well, since I already earlier this year did Captain America for, I believe it was Memorial Day, I decided why don't we go off and have something that would fit the holiday, but would be something that would also constitute a fresh item. And right here, right now, we're going to be recreating a piece. It was a Howard the Duck piece, actually, being done by the one, the only Frank Cho. Yes, it was a Liberty-themed Howard the Duck piece with his girl, Beverly Switzer, you know, the one that the mom in Back to the Future played. Well, yeah, we got her right here in her patriotic bikini with the big hero banner. It's up, it's moving, it's running, because that's how we're going to be celebrating. I don't know if you can hear it, but I've got myself plenty of detonations going off outside wherever it's happening, wherever it's going, if it's from local fireworks or from some explosions from in the neighborhood. I can't see it, so I'm not going to guess. And hello, we've got Mighty Magic debuting in the chat here, along with Apex Comics. Nice to see these people coming in and saying hello to you, to me, and everyone we know, because it's nice to know I'm pretty much the only game in town right now when it comes to these streams. So that means if you are out there in the world of Comicsgate and you want to say hello to somebody, well, remember, I'm always here, rain or shine. I'm like the post office, or at least the post office as it was, neither rain nor snow nor sleet, up and moving and going and shaking. And of course, do not forget that you would have seen them on my Instagram today or in my community post. Those recent Captain America pieces I did for Memorial Day are now up for sale in my store. You'll find them in the Marvel categories for my store, meaning this recreation of a John Cassidy Marvel Knights Captain America cover is up there in the Marvel category, Marvel illustrations, for $25 plus shipping. And this one you already saw in color is $20 plus shipping, as is all my stuff that's in the store for color or for pen and ink. And you get any one of these. If you get one or both, or maybe both of these and a few other items, it all will only come with a flat $5 shipping and handling fee for anybody out there. But remember, the store is available, but because the way Square's set up, it can only accept orders throughout the United States. So say if you live outside of the USA and you love this character enough that you want this piece of him or this other piece of him, or maybe both, you would have to make that payment as a donation, where you would simply add up the prices of the items you want and include a $25 extra for international shipping and handling. Then you make that payment, you make that donation, it will be sent to you the next day, because I work and work and work and move and shake as quickly as I can. The only delay that I might get is in the delay with any kind of federal holiday that gets in the way of the post office. So for Vanity 7, who kept her promise yesterday and got herself my Harley Quinn Halloween illustration that was in my store, yes, that will be shipping tomorrow, which means tomorrow you should be expecting a Luke Goes Postal video instead of my regularly scheduled Tuesday video. And I thank her for that. I also want to thank one Mr. Andy Contreras, because their purchases brought me over the top and was able to pay my credit card on time this afternoon. So I thank them for that. I also want to thank Alderson Farm just off Orwell Lane and General Piggy for their purchases, also all contributing to that pot that helped me make that payment. That was moving. That was shaking. That was dancing. I'm glad to see all that. And I also see that we've got Nick in the chat saying happy to everyone. Yes, yes, hello, hello. Yes, well, lots of sales. Remember, it's a term where I've mentioned before about how getting banned from Twitter, a lot of people think getting banned from there means that whatever kind of business you have, whatever online presence you have is cut down. Well, I must be some kind of exception to that rule, because in the wake of not being back on Twitter, not being able to get back on there, yes, my attempts since then have failed, have been blocked. So in that case, only irony that here on this Independence Day, we, let's say, celebrate how yours truly being censored from Twitter has now led my business in my store. I have been able to make much more sales than I was able to before. So that is one where it reminds me of what I've been saying about Ethan Van Sciver getting blocked away from being unemployable to DC Comics and him going into town for himself and all the benefits from doing Cyberfrog independently. You just did him a favor, stupid. Well, Yes, that case now I've got my subscribers, I got my viewers, I got my fans, customers, whichever word you want to use, or maybe use all of them together in a row that helped me with that today. So for that, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. Yes, and Mighty Magic's also here saying howdy and happy to everyone, which is great to know that we're moving and coming all in here because now it's time to get into the wrestling world with a bit of HCW Monday Madness. And we are live from the sold-out crowd at the Little Caesars Arena here in downtown Detroit for this week's edition of HCW Monday Madness. As always, it is I, Jimmy Jones, alongside Oklahoma. Ain't that right? Oh, you're about right as rain there, Daddy, on this happy Independence Day. I do believe I've never felt more patriotic to be involved in the wrestling business than I am right now, right here on this special edition, this special patriotic edition of HCW Monday Madness. Oh, yes. Today we celebrate our Independence Day, and hopefully tonight the one and only Vomit Vega will help us celebrate our liberation from the oppression of the Lords of the Squared Circle, who have been dominating and perverting all that is great about the wrestling business right here, right now. As we've seen tonight, the main event is going to be, at last, the HCW heavyweight title is on the line between the one and only Vomit Vega and the leader of the Lords of the Squared Circle, Daniel Covington V himself. It all comes down to this. Will we continue to be oppressed under their iron boot, or will there be finally a man enough to stand up and take back what is rightfully belonging to a man of the people? Truly, will Vomit Vega become the people's champ or the people's champ? We're going to be seeing about that there tonight, Jimmy. And who's out here first tonight? But wait, it's not Vomit Vega. It's not even Daniel Covington. Who is it? It's Bitch Cancer. It's Bitch Cancer. The loathsome feminist whore is out, and she has a big black eye after getting her ass handed to her by Hellfire last week and seemingly ending that feud. Or in the very least, I think it would end that feud. I don't think so, too, but unfortunately, when a feminist got on a mic, we all are going to have to put up with this shit. I know what all of you disgusting little pawns of the patriarchy think. You all think that what I've gone through, that somehow my feud is over, that what I have here, my time is ended. You think I should never have gone into this ring and attempted to compete with a man? You may believe that. You may think I am never able to assert myself as truly somebody in charge of any man, but I'm going to disprove that right here, right now. Enforcer, Rictus, get out here now. Oh, yes, the two men she manages, the mental patient known as Rictus and the blood-hungry thug known as the Enforcer, coming into the ring right now. And they don't look too happy either, seeing their manager get brought to her knees by a man last week, I mean. Oh, that's a little flub. We'll give her that. Now, here we go. Here we go. Now, where were you to help me? You disgusting men who always want to mansplain and manspread did not come in here and manspread your way across the ring to save me when you're supposed to be under my contractual control? What do you have to say for yourselves? What? Come on. I'm giving you the chance. Why don't you talk? Come on. Go. Oh, the Enforcer slapped Bitch Cancer. And what's Rictus doing? Rictus is grabbing Bitch Cancer by the hair. What's he getting her up? And pile driver. Go. Pile driver. Pile driver. I can't believe it. Oh, God. And she's down for the count. But what's Rictus doing? What's Rictus doing? What's Rictus doing? What's that he got? What's he going? What's he getting? What's he getting? He's getting a chair. He's got a chair. Oh, my God. He's going to get the chair. He's going to, chair to the back of the head. And another chair shot. Oh, and three's a charm. Now he's handing it over to the Enforcer. He's got it up over his head. And what's he going to do? And, one. And, and two. And, three. She drops it. He drops it. Now what they're doing, they're rolling her over, turning her over. Oh, God, they're spitting in her open mouth. Oh, that is so disgusting, but she's a disgusting bitch who deserves it. I've never agreed with you more on any other situation out there in the world there, Jimmy. Oh, God. And there's one last thing we'd like to tell you, whore. You're fired! Oh, he throws the mic down, and now it looks like these two men have certainly broken their ties with this bitch. This whore, this shrieking ideologue, this worthless excuse, this waste of time who does nothing but do everything she can to try to destroy everyone else's good time and everyone else's institutions that they hold dear because they don't include validating her bullshit. Oh, yeah, well, then again, that's third wave feminism in a nutshell. And as usual, it gets its head caved in with a chair. Now we're going to go a little backstage now, live to Cathode Ray, who's got Vomit Vega up and ready to go in this main event we are all excited for, we all have been talking about. Now, live to Cathode Ray. Yes, we are live backstage right now with the one and only contender to the HCW heavyweight title, Vomit Vega. Now, Vega, do you have any real special plans or any special moves, or are you really just going to go in there, just guns blazing with no plan at all? Well, I've never been in any fight in my life where I've ever really needed a plan to win. It's just a simple matter of knowing the opponent. And I know Covington the Fifth all too well. I've seen this type before. I've bounced in bars. I've rolled with motorcycle gangs. I've done all kinds of shit neighbor jobs for little whiny rich boy pissants like him, and they've never done anything at all to ever stop me from when they think that somehow I am below them. So trust me, enjoy these final minutes where you're going to have your belt, Vega. Because, why did I say my own name? Well, what meant to say is that these are going to be the last minutes where I, Vomit Vega, are not going to be the HCW heavyweight champ. So count your moments, because then when I get in that ring, Covington, it'll be your time to die. I think we've got ourselves a simple words from a simple man who's going to simply beat some ass tonight. Back to you guys. Oh, and now we're back into the ring. And of course, what are we getting? We got ourselves our match, another tag team match. Our tag team division is on fire throughout all this weekend. As we see now what's moving on and what's shaking on, we've got the wild cards hopping in and hopping out and hopping all about. We see they're coming in, slash and smash. They're practically dancing their way in. And what now Smash is jumping on into the ring. He's doing himself a little dance routine. He's flipping up and backflip in the middle of the ring. He's going now. What's he doing? Oh, he's spinning. He's got an electric slide. He's spinning around. Oh, he's spinning like rims. He's spinning like rims, Jimmy. I believe you. Oh, and now he stops. He's not just a wrestler. He's also a breakdancer. Now, we've got? What has he been singing with? Now, we have here, of course, the Union of Blood, Killzone and Vomkula, sworn enemies, now a tag team who have been attempting to assert themselves against the wild cards. And seemingly every match, there's something that stops between them. What? Killzone blocking Vomkula from entering the ring first, as usual. In this feud they've had with the wild cards, it seems for whatever reason, Killzone always wants to try to get all the glory for himself. And Vomkula don't look like he's happy about that. I wouldn't be either if I was a 2,000-year-old vampire. And they lock up. They lock. And headbutt. Killzone's headbutt. And drop kick into the corner. And now what's he going to do? Oh, tackles him. He's turned him over and buckle smash to the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's he got next? Gorilla press. Gorilla press. Moving up now. Oh, and this way. And this way. Oh, elbow. Elbow to the back. And now what's rolling over? He's rolling them over. And what they're doing. Oh, Canadian Destroyer. Neck first into the turnbuckle. That don't look great. And he tried to slap him, but Killzone catches his wrist. He catches the wrist, slaps it down. And now what's he doing? Pile driver himself. He's got him again. Now he's got him. Ankle lock across the head. He's rolling smash, trying to roll around, but he can't get out of the ankle lock. He's trying to get for the ropes, and he rolls back. And now back into the center of the ring. Killzone's got the ankle lock around his head. He's not tapping. But he bites his ankle. He gets out of it. He gets out of it. He's getting up, and now what's next? What's he gonna do? And headlock. He's down. He's got him in a headlock. He's grown. He's flapping. Killzone's flailing. How strong does Smash got to be in order to get him down and get a vampire like Killzone flailing? He's begging. He's screaming. And Vonkula isn't doing anything to try and help him. He's not trying to reach out to him. He's looking Vonkula right in the face, and Vonkula isn't doing anything at all. Now, what? Oh, he goes for a bite. Oh, Killzone. Oh, his mouth's clamped now with both of Smash's hands. Killzone is trying to go for the bite. He should have known better than to try to put a headlock on a man who's vampire. Oh, what we got to go here? Oh, and now, he's got him in. Oh, jackhammer. Killzone is jackhammered. Killzone got jackhammered by Smash, and now, backflip leg drop onto his throat. Oh, he gets his foot away just to go for a bat, but Smash flips away. Bird tries to get a bat on him. Now they're moving. What's this moving? And he ducks and out the ring. Killzone goes, and Smash is just staying there. They're looking, and now Vonkula slowly taking his time to get over and tags himself in. And now, what? Oh no, Vonkula's got Smash up. Vonkula's got Smash up, and he stomach. He's got him caught in the turnbuckle. What's he doing here? He's got his feet up, hanging down there, and he's moving all the way and stomps. Running stomp. Oh, God, no, that is bad. And now he's climbing up on the ropes. He's climbing up. He's moving down on the ropes. What's he doing? He's somehow being able to go side to side on the ropes. Side to side. And now, God damn, that is terrible. That is terrible, Jimmy. I can't believe it either. What's he getting up now? Oh, no. And now, what's he going? And dose of his own medicine, a gorilla press. What's he taking up now? He's got him and throwing him into the ring, and big boot to jaw. And I think he might be down. And oh, God. Oh, Vonkula just got spit in the eye. And now what? He tags in slash backflips into the ring. And then karate kicks Vonkula across the face. Oh, Lord. He's picking him up again. And now, side kick to the throat. Back in the ring. Another side kick. Oh, Lord. And now, out on one knee. Punch to the balls. And now, another punch to the balls. And now, what's he going to do? Judo throw into the mat. He's getting him down. 1, 2, 3. And the wild cards win. But what's he doing? What's he going to do? He's getting now he's going out. What's he getting? Is he getting a chair? He's not getting a chair. He's getting a step and smashes it into his jaw. Oh, God. Now he's laying there. Vonkula unconscious as the wild cards have won another match, and they are dancing their way out the arena. They're dancing and prancing and romancing. I can't believe it myself. I don't think they've ever been as happy as they are right now. And now Killzone getting up and crawling into the arena. He's looking down at Vonkula. He doesn't look too happy. They're staring at each other. They're staring each other down. Vonkula is conscious enough to be scowling in anger. And now Killzone's grabbing Vonkula by his feet. And what's he doing? He's putting him in a sharpshooter. He's got him. He's got him blocked. He's padding out. He's begging. He's slapping. He's tapping. Vonkula is tapping out to a sharpshooter from Killzone. But the match is over. There's no one there to ring the bell to stop him. And what's he doing? He's grabbing Vonkula by the jaw, and he's dragging him out of the ring. Backstage. What's going on between the two of them? I don't know, but we can't follow. We got to cut away from this. We've got an interview now. We've got the Arsenal right here, right now. Corn Pop. He's getting the Arsenal up and ready, but that was truly a brutal match between these men. It doesn't just look like we're seeing the end of one partnership between a tag team and a manager tonight, Oklahoma. We're also seeing the ending of a partnership between an actual tag team. I say right there that you might be right, because something's going on. I don't know if it's either the end of the Union of Blood as a tag team, or if it's a simple disciplinarian form of the man who's clearly in charge of this tag team. And now we got to get back. We got to cut live to Daniel Covington, all by his lonesome, not with the Lords of the Squared Circle, but it is him with Corn Pop in the Arsenal right now. And welcome back to the Arsenal, ladies and gents, boys and girls, ladies and germs of all ages, because this is your favorite wrestler of all time, Corn Pop, and I got right here the HCW Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Covington V, on his way up to this night's main event, where he is going to be having himself a title match with the one and only Vomit Vega. Now, I just want to know, Covington, do you yourself have any plans tonight for what's going to be going on? Or do you, of course, like Vega himself, just going to be winging it? I've had way too many generations of my family that has appreciated and has loved absolutely every segment of this business to go into this match and not have 5 generations of history, of knowledge, of skill in every single move I put in there. A little twerp, a little thug, some barroom brawler who thinks he's some hot shit like Vega is going to stop me. No, I'm not just going to beat him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to really show him the ropes of what it takes to really be a wrestling champion. I'm going to make him piss his pants, shit blood. I'm going to make him bleed out his ears, his eyes, his mouth, maybe even his fingernails until he cries for his mama and his papa. Because that is what you do when you challenge the best. You die with the rest. And that's all I got to say about that. Covington walking out on the Arsenal. He's walking out on Corn Pop. I do believe he's done. I do believe that interview might be over. And now what else we got to do? We got to go in something there. And why don't we try and get back to the ring? Let's get back to see what's happening in the ring now. After what happened, we still have not been able to track down any of our camera crew where the Union of Blood are going. What exactly is Killzone doing to Vampula? But we are able to get live back into the ring. And who we got here? Who are we going? It's the Ultimate Luchador. It's the Ultimate Luchador. He is up. He's back. And what's he doing? He's standing there by the ring. He's looking in at the crowd. He's taking in the crowd elation to see him back in the ring for the first time in a month since the brutal, brutal neck breaking that happened to him at the service of Corn Pop. He's back in here. Now he's looking back at the rope. And, he backflips. He backflips into the center of the arena. And now what's he doing? And another backflip there. He's getting on up and, he lunges and, again. Is he a wrestler or is he a gymnast? And now he's getting back up on the top rope and taking in all the crowd elation. The crowd, fantastic. He's got the mic, Hola, hombres. You thought I was going to be done tonight? You thought that I really was going to let anything stop me from getting back in here? I think not, Konya. Because I am here forever and a day. When I'm in this ring, I conquer whatever is in front of me. An opponent, a title, this very material that makes up this ring. It is all my property. And I will only bequeath this property to anyone else unless I say so, Holmes. So now, when I'm in this ring, I'm just saying that when it comes to the man who tried to end my time prematurely, and failed, I might add, Corn Pop, sleep with one eye open, because I'm coming, and all the pissed off Mexican spirit is coming with me. Coña. He throws the mic down and he's getting out of the ring. It looks like that's one feud that's not going to be ending tonight, but is going to be continuing for however long it takes. Now, what? Tune in, drop in, and freak out because next week, Doomsday is coming. All right, now what we got here going on now, we've got now backstage, we've got the Lords of the Squared Circle are actually out there backstage with their champion, Daniel Covington V, and they're moving and they're going and they're letting what's this? What are they doing? Who are they meeting? What's going on back there? But he's got his back turned. All three of them are moving and they're shaking. And well, hi there, gentlemen. I hope you're ready to see the last time you'll ever be touching that belt again there, mister. That boy of yours, you really think he stands a chance? He's gonna get a lesson in pain. You really better work on your promo material. Maybe get yourself some writers, because Just remember, don't come crying to anybody at all, not even in the ring, not even out here, not even to me or even to McFoley when he gets in that ring and spanks you with your own belt and makes it his property. Oh, wow. It looks like we got ourselves a mean streak to Mr. Sacco as he's going in and talking like that. But now we got the three of them are left there. But it looks like they're taking it in stride. And as they move, and now where are we going? We got something else back there. Here it is. We got Killzone. He's dragging Vomkula across the pavement backstage. And what's he doing? He's got him. He's going. What's he going to do? What's he doing here? I can't believe it. What's that? He's throwing Vomkula. He's got him down. What's he getting there? He's throwing up what he's using. What's he doing? He's got one smashing it into his head. Oh, what's that? Some kind of. He's doing it. He's making it like a makeshift coffin. Oh God, he has made a coffin of stairs for Vomkula to punish him. He's locking it down, and now he's trapped inside. He's got him completely trapped inside. Killzone. Now what's he doing? He's pushing it away. What's he doing? He's throwing it, and now, he's throwing it into a pile of dirt. And now he is burying Vomkula alive. He's burying Vomkula alive in a coffin of stairs. That has to be the most unusual way that Killzone has punished an opponent. And remember, it wasn't too long ago that he once trapped Vomkula in a dumpster and threw it into the back of a garbage truck. It looks like this is going to be a very severe punishment for him, because for all we know, this is just how discipline works in the world of Killzone plus vampire abilities. But now we have to get it too. There is no more stopping it. There is no more holding it back. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, what we've been seeing, the feud that has been building for months, and what coming in, who's going in, and here we are, Daniel Covington V, all by his lonesome. Or not. No, here we've got Crash and Burn. There they are alongside all three of the Lords of the Squared Circle. They're going into this arena. They're coming in for this main event. I've never seen Daniel Covington look more focused and determined to maintain his belt. And he's holding it up for everyone to see in the crowd. He's waving in. He's diving in and one corner. Now he's going up again. He's soaking in the crowd boos. The boos are what fuel him. This man is probably never more alive than when he is getting booed in this crowd. And now what's he going up here and cheering? He tosses the belt to them to Crash and Burn. And now they're moving out of the way. And he's coming in. What's next? What's going to be next? Oh, we know what's going to be next. The one, the only, the man who might bring out the American dream tonight. Who is this man? There is only one of him, and his name is Vomit Vega. Coming in, taking his way into the ropes, moving in, and they're staring each other down. They're in the center. The animosity between these two men, it's practically radioactive. I would say that if you put this in a Geiger counter, it'd be going clear off the needle and breaking something. They're moving around. They're staring. Looks like both of them are waiting to see who is going to make the first move. And now, Covington slaps him. Covington slaps Vega. And now, he slaps him right back. He slaps him right back. Now they're back to staring. Back to staring. And what's Vega doing? He's sitting back on the ropes. He's waiting him. He's coming out. He's giving him the finger. He's got him. Got him in a headlock down. And what's he doing? What DDT? And he's down. He goes with 1, 2. He shakes out of it, trying to go for the match early. Now what's he doing? What's Covington gonna do? Cross body block on Vega. Now he's got him up 1, 2. And he shakes out of it as well. And now, he's grabbing him by the hair. He's grabbing him by the hair, and now he's trying to twist it around into another DDT. And now he's picking him up, and he's got to get him for a pile driver. Oh, no, he shakes it, and pile driver to Vomit Vega. And now, belly-to-belly suplex. Vega again. He's picking him up. Another belly-to-belly suplex. What's he going down? He's got him hooking his arms up under his head, lifting up legs over the back, and head first into the turnbuckle. Vega's down. Now, 1, 2. Oh, he shakes out of it again. They're trying to get this match done away. And he's picking him up over the head and throw. Back of the head into the turnbuckle. Now he's got him by the feet. Vega, Covington's pulling onto the ropes. He's holding onto the ropes, but he loses his grip and face down into the other turnbuckle. What's gonna happen here? What's he gonna do? What's he going? And boot! Kick to the face, and Rika. Oh God, no, he's down. Vega's down. 1, 2. He kicks him out again. They're both trying to get this over with, and just punches him right in the jaw. He's got him caught in the ropes. Now what's he doing? He's getting up. He's tying his neck between the ropes right there. And what's he doing? Oh no! Vomit's feeling sick. Vega's feeling sick, and he's vomiting all over Daniel Covington V, right across his body, right through his face, even into his open mouth. He's puking all over the place. He must have had an all-you-can-eat buffet this morning to save up for this match. And now he's unraveling the ropes around his skull. And now, he's wiping it up off his body and forcing it into his hands. He's force-feeding his vomit into Covington's mouth. He's holding his mouth shut to try to make him swallow. Oh, God, he's actually swallowing it. Oh, God, he's staggering. He's got him again. And another right hook. Left hook. Right hook. And now what's he doing? And pile driver. Oh, God. And another pile driver. Oh, God damn. That is... Oh, God, no. What is he picking him up, throwing him up, side kick to the balls. Oh, no. And another side kick to the balls. And another side kick to the balls. And he gets him up and... Oh, God, no. Into the back end. 1, 2, 3. Vomit Vega wins. Vega has won the HCW heavyweight title, and he's up and he's moving. He's going to the top. He's celebrating the true glory of being a champion. And as Covington lays there motionless, and look at them, Crash and Burn are running in terror. They're running away like cowards. And what's left? And boots Covington in the balls one more time as he gets the belt. And now Mr. Vomit Vega, from bouncing in bars in the middle of Orlando, Florida, to now being the legitimate, recognized heavyweight champion in hardcore championship wrestling. This is a glorious night for everybody. This is time. There you go. Wear that however you want, Vega. I do believe that he looks happier than a chicken on Independence Day. Now, truly, the American dream is being celebrated tonight in this world. I do not believe that I'm ever going to be happy about this. Now that Mr. Vomit Vega has proven himself to be a true champion of not just himself, but a champion of all the world right now. A champion of the people. A true people's champ. Oh, yes. And now you're going to see what is it going to be like now that the Vomit Vega era of HCW has begun. You will find out the beginning of Vega's reign as champion next week on HCW Monday Madness. So, what you all think? I thought I did good. But then again, what I think of my work is nowhere near as important as what you think of the work. Do you have any idea of any concepts of good or bad of how I could improve? I mean, that's why I'm taking suggestions. I could consider in this case the chat would be like the suggestion box, since now that we've got a legitimate, recognizable heavyweight champ, and also now I would want to say a good night to Riot Kitty, who came into the chat during our little soiree into wrestling and is now going to be moving on and shaking on to Betty by time. But then again, she deserved it. It's okay. Anybody who comes into the chat here saying hello, even for a moment, is somebody I truly, duly appreciate. There's got to be for those of us out there who are independently, we have to be appreciative of our audience. We can't go in there and simply be like, we can't be like bitch cancer. Although Mighty Magic thinks that the vomit in the mouth was a bit too much. Well, that's his gimmick, is his ability to vomit on command and use it as a special move. So there was a guy who never really got past the mid card in the WWF in the late 90s called, his name was Darren Drozdoff. Initially, they called him Puke, and then they just started going by the name Draws, but then he got paralyzed, and the WWF kept him on salary as like a columnist ever since. But it was sad, but yeah, he had this ability to vomit on command, and before he got into wrestling, he actually played college ball and also played in the NFL, and his ability to vomit on command was something he would use in the NFL. But an injury ended his career, so he went to wrestling. Yes. The Blue Meanie, he was a guy who started out with ECW. He was part of this group called the BWO that was like a parody faction in the ECW. But then him and his other guys got popular enough that then they wound up coming to the WWF in like 98 and joined a faction. They formed a faction called the Job Squad, where it was all these guys who, the whole gimmick of them was how they were always there to, job out in wrestling parlance to the guys that were established. And the most famous member of the Job Squad was a guy that they came up with, Dwayne Gill. He was a long-time jobber who he was there. He had like match upon match where he would always lose. And they, at that time, decided to go and make him a parody of the biggest rising star in the WWF's big rival at the time, WCW's ranks, known as Goldberg. They had Goldberg. He was becoming a huge star, so they came up with Gilberg as a parody of Goldberg, where he would have this big elaborate entrance where Goldberg would walk out. We would see him walking out from his dressing room with police escort out all the way to the ring. They'd show him from his dressing room, and there would just be the other guys in the Job Squad with a pre-recorded track of people chanting his name in the crowd, and they would recreate the Goldberg entrance where he would walk out to like the big platform right before getting to the ring. There'd be smoke, and he'd breathe in the smoke and then like sniff it out from his nostrils, and explosions would go off. But they recreated that with doing just simple, cheap fire extinguishers and some basic sparklers you could get at any fireworks stand around this time of year. And he would like run around he would be running around gagging at the inhalation of all of that stuff with the fire extinguishers. And of course, the joke was that he would always lose. That they went and they tried to actually go and recreate where Goldberg had this 174 match win streak, and he would go in and have a win streak of like a losing streak of about like 140 something or 170, trying to match it. That was the gimmick. Yeah, the WWF back in the late 90s, they were so entertaining that even the stuff they did to mock the competition would be something like radically interesting and creative and funny, or at the very least entertaining in some way. In that case, they went full on comedy with Gilberg. They also had a guy named Al Snow, whose gimmick was that he was this nut who had a mannequin head that he would talk to like it was his girlfriend, who was also part of the Job Squad with the Blue Meanie and with Mr. Gilberg. Gilberg. Yes, we all. Well, that's a much luckier case than some of us got out there. I mean, we all would like to come home to have the model or actress we want to bone just sitting there naked and saying, "Take me now, immediately," or maybe showing up, dripping wet in the sexiest bikini in the world, maybe with a 6-pack of beer and maybe a pizza, and say, when you're done with this, then it's pleasuring time. But I'm not a beer kind of guy, so that's why I was speaking figuratively what I know a lot of other guys would like. That's why you have to tailor to what is the audience taste. It's not what you like, it's the consumer. That's why it was Andy Contreras. It was him as the consumer who liked all the Truth, Justice, the American Way pieces and bought them. And hello to Lake Kick One in the chat. And yes, Nick, I did see recently on the Hack the Movies channel some video that No Holds Barred. Yes, No Holds Barred was that they had the Blue Meanie on there when the Hack the Movies channel was talking about that one, which of course, yes, it was the original star vehicle for Hulk Hogan, but also something I remember as well vividly was it also co-starred the Skidamax sex goddess Miss Joan Severance was her name. Yes, you might remember her better from her parts in such films like a Black Scorpion or also on Red Shoe Diaries. Very, very, very naughty. And now Mildred's suggestion that I should have Gilbert Godfrey as my announcer. Well, maybe we'll make him a correspondent on my. I think she's referring to the wrestling show. Maybe that could work. But it's nice to see that also. Let's see whom else was in the chat that I wasn't acknowledging during the wrestling segment. There's a Shish Rebels 08. Shish Rebels 08. Yes, it was nice to everybody say hello to Shish Rebels 08 in the chat as well. But and that is why what I draw is also going after what is it, if you can find something where you have a real talent for something that then someone else, that there is an audience out there for it. If you have, an ability, you have some kind of something that you're into, in this business, making comics, there's something you want to do that also has a viable market to it, then you truly have yourself a real good sweet spot where, there's something you like to do when you're drawing comics that also is going to be something far more bankable. And hence why, remember, it's not just a matter of what I draw that I think you would like, but also if there's specifically you like what I do and you want to, get something of your own, there is something specifically you have in mind you would want to see me do. That's where the commissions come in my store, where, yes, the pen and ink commissions like this one I'm doing right now, those are a simple $50 plus shipping, and the commissions are the last thing you see in my illustrations categories. There's, of course, don't forget the color drawings I do. Those also can be commissioned, and those are $25 a commission plus shipping, and they're the last item in my illustrations categories. And also trading cards. I got me a pack of those Strathmore trading cards if you're interested in those, interested in commissioning me for that. And they're only $20 plus shipping in my art store right there, right now. And you'll find them as the last item in my Coffee Sleeve Super Babes category. Yes. Maybe in the future, I might do something that would involve, if you would want, that one comic from the 2000s, Marvel, that I remember having those Greg Horn covers, including the ones where they mostly had like a hot naked lady on the cover in the Greg Horn style, where there she is at the doorstep, and she has like video games and beer, and I think like a 6-pack of soda as well, like strategically covering her naked body. I remember that very well, and I think I never saw the comic on the shelves when it was coming out. It was one of those I would see at Epic Comics in Orlando that they had in their back issue bins, which were everything in there was $1. That's where I found an issue. It was a variant cover for All-Star Batman and Robin #1, where it was a variant cover drawn by Frank Miller, and it was that issue in its original Jim Lee pencil art, and also reprinted the Frank Miller's original script for that issue on the back. Yes. Well, for now that Mighty Magic is in the chat, he likes to know who is Lady Liberty Beverly. This is a partial recreation of a Howard the Duck cover Frank Cho did, which featured as Howard the Duck and his girlfriend Beverly Switzer. Yes, as played by the mom from the Michael J. Fox's mother in Back to the Future, where she, what do you do after Back to the Future? Back to the Future, you do a film where you have a romance with a cigar-smoking duck named Howard. And then in real life, that actress wound up marrying a man named Howard. And I wonder how many people, as a gag gift, have sent them like duck collars on their anniversary. That would be something I would do if I knew them. At least once, I would get them a duck collar as a little crack. Or, oh Howard, wah, wah. To just do that to mess with them. I kid. I ain't doing it all. You should have known you were in that. The second you were in a film where you made love to a duck named Howard, and your man, the man you spend the rest of your life with, is named Howard. Yes, that is a convenience for me to poop on. Oh yes, so I like the sausages. You know why? Because I am the triumph. And Katarkans. On this 4th of July, I want to remind everybody that cats are cunts. Cats are cunts. Cunts are cats. It are dirty, but cats are cunts. Cats are cunts. Cunts are cats. Yes, that was triumph. I actually happen to like cats, but yes. I also do enjoy the song Cats Are Cunts. Cunts Are Cats. I remember first hearing it was on the special Christmas episode of The Osbournes. Yes, I watched The Osbournes and it was on the air. And there was some Christmas episode where it's at the Osbournes' house and they have Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. And it's him and it's Ozzy doing a cover of a duet of Cats Are Cunts. Cunts are cats. Oh, yes. And Mighty Magic agrees with me that it would be funny to send them a duck collar for as a wedding anniversary gag gift. I have an actual dog whistle, but I don't have a duck collar, so that would be something where I'd have to make that purchase on my own to give them as a anniversary party. Another one that's even grosser than that involves ducks and actors and all that was there was this film I never watched, but I would watch Jumanji all the time and had it on VHS. And I remember one of the trailers on the VHS for Jumanji was this film with Anna Paquin and Jeff Daniels called Fly Away Home, where they play father and daughter. But then like a decade later, there was this indie film he was in called The Squid and the Whale, where it's Jeff Daniels and his wife, they get divorced. And it's about them and dealing with their sons after their divorce. And one of his sons is Jesse Eisenberg, well before the Social Network. And he's got a girlfriend played by Anna Paquin, who then proceeds to cheat on him with her father, Jeff Daniels. And I remember seeing a quote somewhere, I think it was from Daniels himself, about filming a sex scene with this actress who played his daughter about a decade ago. And his response was, "We tried not to think about geese." And I've just got the mental image of, if I were there on the crew, I don't care if I was like an assistant, or if I was a cinematographer, if I was the director himself, I would go there on the set to mess with them, and I'd bring a duck collar just as a joke. I don't know what their sense of humor about that would be, but I would just do that just to mess with them. I'd find it funny. And I think, if Daniels got offended, I'll just remind him, "Sir, you showed us your ass after Melanie Griffith handcuffed you to a motel bed and something wild. All right, you've done far stranger things in your career. Boning a lady on camera that was once your daughter in a different film, that's not that strange. It's odd. It's an odd coincidence, Girl growing up to be a woman. You remember her when she was just your little girl. Now you grow up to plow her on camera, much to the chagrin of Jesse Eisenberg, but he's a douchebag, so that's why I think I defended the casting of him as Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman, because there was a casting choice of Lex Luthor where you would want to see Superman laser his fucking head off. That would, at least that's my theory, but it's I don't go and make 35-minute videos about the film theory like that other channel does, so I wouldn't. So it's just me throwing something out there. These thoughts just kind of float right in. They don't really, they're not something where I'm going to really go and dedicate a lot of time and thought to them. I try to be more intellectual in my pursuits, as you saw with my video today about why Captain America, and for a character who was meant to be a character to, ignite patriotism and unite the country against the Axis powers in the 40s, how Captain America is able to still has maintained a relevancy and a popularity that those other characters from around that time did not. Or other established superheroes who embraced the World War II war effort in their material, but then gave all that up and went back to being superheroes completely. And that's why that kind of thinking is why when it comes to the film theory about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, I just leave that up to you to think about. And of course, as we all know, it's another odd thing Jeff Daniels did in his career as an actor, besides the whole co-starring with an actress who once played his daughter and banging her, was, yes, he also loves Turbolax and tossing salt into the head of former Boston Bruins star Kim Neely, better known as Seabass in Dumb and Dumber, where kick his ass, Seabass. Yes. Are you going to eat that? No, I was thinking, maybe it crossed my mind. And then he goes and hawks on it. I hawked on my burger. And then they decide to go and pull something which now that I've seen Something Wild, I'm not sure if that was meant to be a reference to that, but the bit afterwards where Kim Neely tricks Seabass into taking their bill on his tab and then run out was a trick that happens multiple times in Something Wild with ditching out on restaurant bills throughout the film. It's something Melanie Griffith teaches Daniel's character, and they actually wind up using it on Ray Liotta later on in the movie when they're trying to trick they trick him to get away so Daniels can rescue Griffith's character from her crazy ex-con husband, which was Ray Liotta's first film role, and they also go and leave him with the bill. As a little fuck you, but that is something where I see a most definite celebration of being able to get on out of there. And I'm not sure where it goes, but remember, that was also the first example of like what state that was in specifically, that part, because it's supposed to be just, okay, Providence from Aspen, Colorado, but there usually isn't really any kind of like specific moments of where they are exactly. And of course, Ray Liotta can't pay any kind of bill now because, he died under shady circumstances in a foreign country. But at least now he can't make Alice Eve give him sex favors in exchange for getting a green card. Yes. If you thought that her posing in her bra and panties for literally a second in Star Trek Into Darkness was offensive to the Kasparians and the Kelly Sue DeConnicks of the world, they would have completely blown a gasket if they saw this indie film she was in with Ray Liotta called Crossing Over. And it's one of those kind of ensemble dramas where it's multiple stories happening at once. And one of them is about, yes, she plays this Australian actress who's in America trying to get work, but she can't do that without either a special work visa, which she's being blocked from being able to apply for, or to get a green card. But then there's an immigration officer there, Ray Liotta, who sees her and gets her to go back to a hotel with him, and he fucks her brains out and decides, okay, I'll go and make sure that the paperwork lands on my desk in a much more timely fashion. I go and wind up approving it and putting it out there, and then it winds up getting handed to you in only a few weeks in exchange for whenever I call you, you get to a place I tell you to, and then we do this. And of course, after, yes, there's a long, drawn-out dialogue scene where we see her naked in most angles, but unfortunately, we also see him naked too. And then later on in that scene, we see her crying in the shower like Ace Ventura after finding out Einhorn is a man. Yes, that does happen in the film. I just... unlike what they would say, there is an interesting way how she winds up getting back at him and getting him to stop, but eventually into the storyline. She's there waiting for him naked and starts just like verbally accosting him about how every time they do this, I'm not really even here. I'm completely checked out. My mind, my whole body might as well be in another place. You might as well just be you might as well be with a rubber fuck toy with how much that this affects me now. Either she's completely over it, or she's just saying that to try to mess with him, and it actually winds up working because then he just walks out on the motel and she gets her green card, and yeah, he's out of her life. Yes. Oh, yes. And of course, there's the whole, as Nick brought up, the getting the extra money for going to Aspen by selling a dead bird to a blind kid. That was proclivities of the Fairley brothers as filmmakers that were there from the beginning when they made Dumb and Dumber. The Boston sports figures getting cameos. Of course, Kim Neely as Seabass. Then, of course, later on, there's the Blink and You'll Miss It Tom Brady cameo in that film they did with Greg Kinnear and Matt Damon, are the conjoined twins. But also, another thing is random disabled people that are friends of theirs getting cameos as well. Like you'll randomly see a guy in a wheelchair throughout films they did, but also the blind boy in Dumb and Dumber, who then they brought back for the sequel, where he has now a whole apartment full of birds, and then they put his cat Butthole in there to look after when they're out on the road in the sequel, and it just winds up eating every single bird they have, except for the parakeet he happened to be having with him. Yes. And hello to Steeler the Whiplash Maniac. He was busy earlier tonight watching some special edition classic wrestling on YouTube featuring Wrestling American Heroes, which had Hulk Hogan, the Sergeant Slaughter, the Hacksaw, and the Jim Duggan. Yes, all of them together. I know there's like a wrestling video game whose name escapes me that has the license for like every major star from every major promotion in America, like Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan and Sting and Booker T and Bret and I think the rest of the Hart Foundation and Ric Flair all together at one place at one time, because their magnificence finally came together in one game, no longer by the prejudice of promotions holding on to their names. I think even Rob Van Dam was involved in it, but I only know the game, but I know that the game exists, and I see the big names on the cover and the whole big novelty of they somehow licensed everybody involved, but not everybody there got on in. You know, if the house was rocking, and now don't bother knocking, just come on in and play it all. I think even the Ultimate Warrior was involved. So he would especially want to tell you to come on in, but he would say, "Come on in, we're nightmares are the best part of my day. Should I lay them on the lawn and let me run them over me with lawnmowers? Should I go to Africa and let them trample me with raging elephants? As you, Hulk Hogan, travel to WrestleMania by conventional means, kick the cockpit doors in, slam the cockpit door down, take the two pilots that have already made the sacrifice, shove that control into a nosedive, Hulk Hogan, and you will see I am not the chosen one. I am the only one." That game had extras on it with Bam Bam Bigelow. That I'm not sure about, but Bam Bam Bigelow's was funny, according to Nick. And yeah, I think Bam Bam Bigelow was on there too. And there's a sadly underrated guy. I don't hear much about him in the realm. And of course, there's a big thing was announcing about it when he died. But I wonder if King Kong Bundy was also featured in that game. I think he was, or he should be, because he's King Kong Bundy. I mean, come on, we love him. We know him. We wish he was still with us, if only for his guest appearances on Married with Children. Especially the second appearance he made where he actually was himself, and Jimmy Lennon Jr. was the announcer. "It's amazing. It's astounding. Look at the hiney on that honey. I'm going to be there right after the Mike Tyson Macaulay Culkin fight." Oh, yeah, so... Oh, yeah. Hulk Hogan! You believe that Hulkamania is the strongest force in the universe, but I have come here to prove that I do not want to destroy Hulkamania. I want to take the power of the warrior and the power of the Hulkamaniacs and merge them together as one. Normal people, the people that walk the streets every day, they cannot understand. Those who make large sacrifices, those who make small sacrifices must call me UW, but those who make no sacrifices must call me the ultimate warrior. Corby, everything about me is larger than life. Everything about me is big. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. I will destroy you, Hulk Hogan. And now we have, turns out that Steeler wishes, he loves that last great, the late Bam Bam Bigelow, rest his soul. He actually did some artwork of Bam Bam Bigelow a few years ago and still has it. Well, that'd be interesting to see for all of us. I'd like to see it. And here you see before you a finished Lady Liberty Beverly. And I thank everyone tonight for watching. If you haven't already, of course, remember to subscribe. For everybody out there who is subscribed or unsubscribed, remember you can all like and share, and also make sure that you're still subscribed. And for everyone out there, you can help out the channel by shopping my online art store. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. It is also the link in the description below, where you can go and buy any of my artwork out there. I've got pen and ink pieces available for $25, such as this Captain America piece I did as an example. There are, of course, color drawings available as well for $20 a piece, plus shipping and handling, like my Captain America right here, or the Lady Liberty Beverly in color I did earlier. I also have sketchbooks available, both handmade and pre-printed sketchbooks filled with my original art, like this one that is a more recent work in progress that includes this is my Friday piece, and right there to the right is one of the demo designs for the Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel, the Shazam Captain Marvel, my Captain Marvel tribute character. This is one of the designs of it that I am selecting on right now. But you'll see plenty of sketchbooks like this in my store. They're all 25 bucks a piece plus shipping, whether of various sizes, doesn't matter. Whether they're handmade or pre-made, it doesn't matter. They're all only 25 bucks a piece plus shipping. And you can commission a pen and ink piece for yourself like this for 50 bucks plus shipping, and they're the last item in my illustrations categories, 50 plus shipping. Color drawing commissions are available. Want to buy my work, all you've got to do is add up the prices of the items you want, include $25 for international shipping, make that payment as a donation, and you will get your items shipped the next day, just like Vanity 7 is getting her items shipped the next day. So do not forget all of that. And I'm going to be live again tomorrow at 10, and I'm going to have a new upload premiering 6:30. I thank you all. Happy 4th of July. And remember, felines, slam it, lick it, suck it, and see you, Space Cowboy.